I am Rishan Krishnan, and this is my group for the M.O.V.E project. Our TGC is on lifelong learning, and please introduce yourself, guys.
My name is Yusuf.
Yusuf, alright.
My name is Enchi. I'm the script writer and one of the guests.
My name is Johnny.
Alright.
My name is Rishti.
Alright. So I hope we look forward to our podcast. Thank you. Hello. Okay, so hi, this is my good friend Ethan with me. So Ethan, what do you think of lifelong learning?
Personally, my definition of lifelong learning is a learning process that is continuously learned throughout your life. So there is no limit to learning, whether you are 5 years old or 95 years old. There is no stopping learning, because as we progress as human beings, as we learn, the environment that we're in, the people that we're surrounded with, and even the personalities that we absorb, we are always continuously learning. So there is no limit to it. So that is my personal definition of lifelong learning.
Anyone else with any opinions on lifelong learning?
For me, lifelong learning means that we need to stay hungry and stay foolish. Like, never simply assume ourselves as top tier or above average, and need to accept the fact that there is someone better than us.
Yes. Well, everyone has their own opinions on lifelong learning, that's for sure. But as an actual from research, lifelong learning is said to be a form of self-initiated education that is focused on personal development, like what you said. While there is no standardized definition of lifelong learning, as per se, like I said, everyone has a different definition of lifelong learning. It has generally been taken to refer to the learning that occurs outside of formal education institute, such as school, university, or corporate training. Now, lifelong learning does not necessarily have to restrict itself to informal learning. However, it is best described as being voluntary, with the purpose of achieving personal fulfillment, like such as some people have the urge to look better, so they always try new things like exercise, maybe try new product to make themselves look more presentable. Some people think that they like to be more smart, so they endorse themselves in books, all in reports whatsoever, everything just to gain information. So this means to achieve this could result in informal or formal education. Whether pursuing personal interests and passions or chasing professional ambitions, lifelong learning can help us to achieve personal fulfillment and satisfaction. It recognizes that humans have a natural drive to explore, learn and grow, and encourages us to improve our own quality of life and sense of self-worth by paying attention to the ideas and goals that inspire us. Now, what do you think, I asked you a question, what do you think are the benefits of lifelong learning? Give me the top of your mind, give me like one of lifelong learning, what do you think can help us use it?
The benefits.
Okay, so it can increase self-motivation plus self-confidence.
Alright, anything else?
I think it can benefit us in terms of how we socialize with human beings, both personal and professional, in the working industry and in the relationships.
Alright. Well, with me here, I have the top 5 benefits. So, like she said, increased self-motivation and self-confidence is one of them. Creating new goals and drives, that's very important for lifelong learning. As you learn, as you go forward, you tend to increase in things you want to do. It sharpens the mind, definitely. It makes you more mentally stronger. And you find new ways to do things. Like the simplest of things that we just know how to do, we can find new ways to do it, mainly much more easier ways. Alright, that is all we can talk about lifelong learning. So, do you have any?
So how do you feel about the topic?
I think it's a very interesting topic terms of like there's no true definition. It's what Rishan said to lifelong learning, and it's a continuous process, and everyone has their own definition of it, and everyone is entitled to what they think lifelong learning is. So some people may think lifelong learning benefits them in terms of how they socialize with people, whereas some people may think lifelong learning is how they are being true to themselves. How are they continuously growing internally? So it's a very interesting topic.
Okay, so do you have some experience with lifelong learning?
For me?
For both of you. You guys can give your experience.
Do you want to go first?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. For me, my experience with lifelong learning, it's also as what Tristy said about personal fulfillment and creating goals and drive, as mentioned. Like I think these two are the most important parts of learning or lifelong learning so called. Because what drives us to learn the most is actually the desire to fulfill ourselves to become a better self. And after we fulfill the first goal, we will have the confidence to drive us to the next goal and have the confidence of believing ourselves that we can do more. So that's why lifelong learning is all about driving ourselves onto the goals we want and gaining confidence.
You.
I think for me, it's transitioning from a place where I was surrounded by international students to a place where I was surrounded by local students. Because in terms of culture, in terms of diversity, in terms of how we interact with one another, it's way different from local students to international students. So my lifelong learning is how I was able to adapt to the scenarios that was presented ahead of me, and it's a continuous process. I wouldn't say that I've have expertise in that area, but I will continue to learn and continue to adapt to the situations that I'm being surrounded in. Yeah.
Oh, and actually, just now I was a little bit off topic. I didn't really talk about my personal experience. Like my experience is actually like I really like to sing since I was very young. Since I was like 9 or 10, yeah. But my friends and my parents don't really support the idea of learning how to sing because in I'm not sure whether is this only for Chinese culture or other culture as well. They treat music as a unstable career.
Yes.
They treat that as a hobby, but not something that worth invest money into learning. So, but for me, I realized that I still like music by the age of 16. It's about already 7 years, yeah, 5 years ago or so. And for me, so I decided to learn music and to learn how to sing by myself and by asking my friends. And after when I was 18, I go and find a singing teacher. So I think this is one of my most important experience in lifelong learning because it makes me realize that what is my goal and what is my personal fulfillment also.
Very commendable, which is also like a lot of people, from what experience I've seen, a lot of people they have the urge to do lifelong learning, but because of the people around them, they are not allowed to. Like they are very, how do I put this?
Because of the fear.
Minimized in their activities. Yeah. So that's basically lifelong learning. Thank you, Ethan, so much for joining our podcast, and thank you to Enchi for answering the questions and sharing her experiences as well. Now, lifelong journey is obviously lifelong, so learning journey never truly ends. So embrace lifelong commitment to growth and self-improvement. Continue to seek out new challenges and opportunities to learn and grow. Now, thank you to both of you. All right. Hey guys, if for those that reached the end of the video, thank you for watching. I do hope that our podcast has instilled some information on lifelong learning towards you guys. So, once again, thanks for watching and bye.